fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Sylvia Okwara, and I'm a clinical psychologist at Healthx Africa.
So I have a story to tell you. So I was complaining because I have a girlfriend and I was calling. So the days she doesn't call me. So I asked her, hey, Kwani, what happened? Because Kitambo, she should call me. So she told me, apparently she's a high value woman and high value women don't have the time to call their man. So what is a high value?
Okay. Yeah, so I'm a high value woman personally.
For yourself?
Yes.
Oh.
But I don't agree that if you're a high value woman, you should not be picking the calls. Yeah, when it comes to a high value woman, it means that this is a person who has some worth, someone who is precious, someone who is self-aware, someone who knows who he or she is. Yeah, so for me personally, I can say that I'm a high value woman because I'm versatile. When I'm at work, I'm able to take care of my clients. When I'm at home, I'm a mother to my children, I'm a parent. When I'm with my friends, I'm able to relate with them well. When they call me, I have time for them. So I don't understand that. Maybe it could be something else, because a high value woman should be someone who is holistic, will be someone who is relational, should be someone who is able to impact life. Yeah, and you see now when you call and she doesn't pick, it makes you feel bad. So somehow it makes you feel, yeah, something is happening.
Oh no. But anyway, you find that being a high for the woman, is it sometimes intimidating in relationships to the man?
Intimidating to them more?
Yeah, because like personally,
No.
if like you said about you also career driven. So like me personally, when I look at her, we're capable, ambitious, capable, chasing something. Then where do we find did you find that hard?
For me, I think it's a good thing when you have a woman who is high value, because this woman will actually help you drive your vision. This is someone who will also help you to grow together. And this is someone who can also be able to challenge you so that where you are, you can even still do better. So for me, I see it's a person who can be able to compliment you rather than someone who will actually scare you. But also depending with the upbringing, the socialization, yeah, maybe that could be a reason.
Speaking of like upbringing, it was like gender roles are also changed, especially in relationships. So me personally, I feel like having a high value woman is like she's taking the lead in the relationship. And how do you think that? What do you mean with that?
When you talk of taking lead in relationship, maybe what do you mean? Are you meaning that lead in relationship in terms of initiating or leading? Maybe what perspective are you talking about?
Okay, let me ask you, as a high value woman,
Yes.
what situations do you feel like in the relationship you need to take charge of? Like there's of course like balance, of course, but well, which situation would you say now? Yeah, what would make you say now I need to step in? Now I need to be the
To be a leader, is it relationship? Yeah. When people are in relationship, it means there are two people who are coming together and both of them have strengths or their weakness. So for me personally, I'm stronger when it comes to household, planning and what have you. So I take leadership in that area. In terms of spirituality also, allowing my children to grow spiritually, I'm able to take leadership in that. My husband is also good in, planning in terms of the vision of the house. So for me, I believe it just depends with your strength. So if you're good in a certain area, we don't have to sit back and say that I just have to allow maybe my man to do that. And that can only happen if the quality of relationship is good. So nobody will feel like this person is taking lead and I'm not taking lead. Yeah. So maybe let me ask you also, Brandon. Sometimes I don't know, but I think sometimes the ego aspect also plays in. when it comes to that aspect of leadership. Do you think that maybe it's a reason why, some men will feel that because of my ego, I don't want my woman to lead?
It depends on where she's leading. For me, first, because in as much as my we're also partnering in this relationship. So there's certain context where, because she's going to take me, like the moment, yeah. If we're in a restaurant, for example, and someone brings me the drawing order, my food is not nipple, I'll be okay with it. But she'll probably need to step in. So I feel like it depends on the situation. So but also you see that balance. Because also, hey, she can't return me, do this, this is hey. That be right.
Yeah, there has to be some form of balance.
Yeah, but in terms of that, like in the relationship, yeah, there's this story that was online, uh, for some influencer. Her name is Armangidel. So she was funding the man's lifestyle, like they're living together, but she's paying most of the bill.
Okay.
So as a high value woman, would you date someone who's below a financial level? What level are you? Would you justify your five up when you're looking for something?
Okay. That's a good question. For me, I think money is not the only defining factor when it comes to relationship. There are so many things, the quality of this person. Is this person a loving person? That this person has a vision? Yes, they may not be having money at that particular time, but this person is hardworking, and they just need my support so that they can be able to actualize that. So for me, money is not the main defining factor. There are so many things that are there because things can change in a relationship. I could be having money today, and tomorrow, when the money is not there, what will keep that relationship? Yeah, what is going to keep that relationship? It means love was not there. So if money is not there, because things can change. And I believe if a high value woman even gets a man who is not financially stable, he can still be able to help him, or maybe they can grow together. So money should not be the main defining standard, if you ask me. Yeah.
So, because there's this popular claim, there's no romance without finance. Yeah, especially these days. So, as a man, may not be able to finance, yeah, certain dates, like take you out on dates or anything. Do you think that affects the quality of that foundation of the relationship? If now we're good out, but I'm not that trying to be stable. So I want her to like, is it wrong of me to go into my high value woman? Be my peer. Well,
If
what else?
if she has the money to do that, well and good. She can be, as I said, what matters a lot is the quality of the relationship. And maybe the psychologist, I can also pose a question to you. Sometimes I see young people, young men, who tell me that they are still waiting until they get money to date. So I don't know where this notion is coming from. Like, I have to ensure that I'm financially stable before I start dating.
Because me personally, I'd say they, in a relationship, there's expectations. Sorry. So, and my biggest issue is social media. Social media had brought so much pressure to start by my girl personally. If she's seeing someone else being taken to at cafe, she also wants same treatment. Like she's like, why not me? Why not me? So if I'm not able to finance it, then it beings now that's like complete.
So does that mean that you want to live a life of social media, like you're not living an authentic life? Because most people, even who post things on social media, they don't post all aspects of their life. They don't post when they're having low moments. They only just pick a part of their life and then they put it on social media. So if you generalize and say that now that is how life should be, then we limit ourselves. And I think that's why many people have been limiting themselves, because they watch what others are doing. And maybe that is just a quarter or maybe just 1/8 of their life. They are not putting up everything there. Yeah, so I think there's a gap even when it comes to socialization, because now for young people, most of them, they are getting most of their values on social media. maybe not getting it from the family level, where I believe that even for some people have actually been able to be brought up in a family environment where they didn't have everything. Maybe they saw their parents suffering, they saw their parents working hard. And I think if we can be able to take such values, it will help us to be able to see life in a holistic way, not just, looking at it from a narrow perspective. Yeah.
But also now, and also as a high value woman, how hard is it for you today? Because I personally have found women find it very hard to be told no. Yeah. Why do you think that is?
They find it difficult to be.
Yeah. If I tell you no, like you want something and I tell you, no. Why do you think it's so hard?
I think it depends with how you have made me feel around you. So if you have never shown me that there's no lack, then I'll I'll not accept it. Or maybe if there's no trust also in that relationship, then I doubt the no. But if I trust you, if I know that you are telling me no, that it is true you don't have money, and I trust you, then I'll take it. So you find that the reason why they don't take it, it could be because there could be other underlying factor. And maybe you as a man, you need to find out, how have you been able to present yourself to your woman? Have you been able to present yourself as an honest person? Have you been able to present yourself as someone who is respectable, as someone who is trustworthy? Yeah. Yeah, so maybe those are some of the things that you might need to watch out. Yeah. So that could just be a symptom of something that, yeah.
What are the signs? Like, how would I know then that, let's say, trust is failing? How would I know then? Are there warning signs like,
Mm.
mm,
Yeah. So one of the warning signs that you'll know that there's any issue or even trust is just the change of your interaction, maybe the quality of your interaction, how you relate around each other, if it is calls, if it is just build comfortable around each other. So you will just notice some level of change that was never there. Yeah, so that will just be a symbol that something is not well somewhere. Mm.
and in terms of like right now, the world is changing very, very fast rate. This popular phrase on Twitter has been very on very X, but it says that it came from a woman actually. She said that we're the men who used to go to war. So from that, like she said, men are changing. How do you feel like men have changed, especially in the context of relationship?
Men are changing. So in that case, we need to ask ourselves, are they changing? Have they changed for good or for bad?
What do you think?
So for me, I can say it's either way, because if you look at them saying that where are these men who used to go for war, it means that maybe those men who used to protect women, it symbolizes the protective aspect. Maybe they are not able to see men who are protective, men who can be able to sacrifice, just ensure that their woman is okay, just ensure that no one is, demeaning their woman. So they are not protective. So I can say, I can attribute that to so many things. One, it could be socialization. The world has changed. We are becoming a capitalist, nation where people are looking for money and you have to make ends meet. Right now, people are individualistic. It's just about you and your family. It's not those areas where children could be brought up in a family setup, such that if you see a boy doing something, you will correct them. So if the man is not there in the house, or if the man is not there to model some of this behavior, protective aspect, if the man is abusive to, the mother, how will these children learn to be protective? So for me, I can say that it's about the life. Life has changed. it's about also the aspect of socialization. Maybe that is what could attribute to that. But I can also tell you that we still have those remnants. We still have those men who are protective, not everyone. I believe that we still have men who are protective. We still have parents who have been able to model, their young men to do that. But you as a person, will you say that you are that one who, a protective man? Yes.
Yeah, yes, I'd say in sometimes yes, but not in the sense that um my work these days especially my word cannot be law. We have to negotiate. It can be I'm telling you do this, do that with that. Which I feel like was the traditional aspect that
Yes.
so in that one I think it's about your type like what type of person you want, like type number you ought to be. But do you feel like
The expectations, is it the expectation? I think even men are having a lot of expectation also on women.
yeah, because can you see those things in as much as they're not better, they are better in relationship. They're still ingrained in their heads. So if if I'm not treating my girl in a certain way, then it should be like, hi. So I think that's why they kept that conflict from the men that used to go to war came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think I'm not into. I'm not ready for.
You're not ready. You want a woman who's now protecting you, or
Now you see,
a high value woman who can protect you. So, because we are having those scenarios nowadays where the roles have changed.
yeah,
Because I'm imagining that phrase also symbolizes the role that used to be there, and it's like the roles are changing.
because like you see now in terms of war, those times women in war used to based with the motivators. Used were the ones singing come with the tunes. So I'd say no, I'd go to war before my girl goes to war.
Okay. So you say that you are that protective man. You still.
Yeah, I'd protect Iniki, but I care about because I feel like that's what I need to do. On the aspect of saying no, you feel like it's because of how women are raised. Because, or as I'd say, as men, we're used to no from early point. Like if you look at young children, they're always, especially young boys, those are very adventurous, very no. So how do you feel like as high value, how do high value women handle being told, especially in like the work and family relationships work?
Yeah. I still go back to what I mentioned. It just depends with the socialization. As psychologists, we believe that how someone was brought up, in terms of how they see life, how they approach life, really impact how even they approach life later on when they become mature. So as a young girl, if I was told that a no is a complete answer, then I'll just pick it. Wait. Yes, I was told that sometimes things may not be there. And I understand that no is just a complete sentence. So I don't have to ask the reason why it's a no. I know it's a no, and I understand. And as I said, I may not be able to pick a no if I doubt that there are other things that are there. Yeah, but if I'm very trustworthy in that relationship, if I trust my man, if I respect my man, then I'll just pick the no. So it's not a problem to me. And I believe that is also not a problem to most women who are self-aware. Yeah, because as I mentioned to you, a high-value woman is someone who is self-aware, someone who has ensured that they have developed holistically. It's not just one aspect, but all aspects of themselves. Sure.
Another trend that's been going around is girlfriend allowance. So I take our boyfriend allowance from my high value over. That's it. Into that.
Yeah, and I'll also look at it as also the expectations. the expectations that people come with in relationship. Because sometimes we might set certain expectations that might end up frustrating us, might end up not getting what you needed in that relationship. Yeah, so when you say allowance, for what now?
Say, okay, to take care of myself. I want to get a haircut. I want to.
Do you think that that will actually even limit you in terms of even working hard and just also doing something for yourself? Because I believe that it will also be good when I'm able to work hard for my money, when I'm able to, just ensure that I'm not just getting, free things, but I'm working also hard to, I'm also contributing to this relationship. Because now if I'm getting allowance from someone, it means that this relationship is just one way, you know. Mine is just to get the allowance. But what is it that I'm contributing to this relationship? And you see now in a relationship setup where it's only one way, it will reach a point where the other party might get tired and it may not be able to last. Yeah, because what am I bringing on the table?
So do you feel like those among the restrictions in or I have a do my each kinds of like meeting that they can't like in the context of now finances, if I'm not making as much as my high value woman is making, then it looks like I'm dragging her down. I think that's okay.
Not really, because as I mentioned, when it comes to high value woman, we are not just basing it on finances only. We're also looking at the character, is this person confidence and what have you. And I think those are some of the things that will even help the relationship to grow. Yeah, you can be at a place where finances are not where you wanted, but because of the high value woman or high value man also coming into this relationship, then it can help you building and making things much better. Because I believe that if we if we base relationship on external factors and not just on internal aspect, who we are, then we are missing the point. Yeah, yeah. But what I also know is that there are men who will not mind the high value women being even at home and just being homemakers and taking care of the children. And they're okay with that.
Which is very rare.
Yeah.
But in my terms, the whole aspect of the high value woman, she puts her career. So do you feel like these days now women are uh way further away from the aspect of being a homemaker, be the one taking care of the house? As a high value woman now need to now for you yourself is to you bad officer without any difficulties with that. How do you think that's progressing? Yeah, that's also changing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and what you're saying is actually true. Being a career woman and also, being a mother, being a friend, sometimes it may not be easy. But there's a way you can be able to strike a balance. It may not be 50-50, but also ensuring that you have not completely neglected certain aspects of your life. You understand? Yes, you might put much focus on certain area at a particular time because you're building something. But have you neglected completely the other aspects of your life? Because if you do that, then somehow they'll catch up with you. Because there are certain aspects of our life, if we neglect them, we find that it becomes very difficult, to rebuild them. Let me just give an example. If I focus so much on my career, such that I'm not taking care of my physical health, and then I start having some chronic illness. You see, now it will also be very difficult for me now to start, now taking care of that. Yeah, so finding some level of balance, for me, I think it's quite important. Yeah, so it may not be like 50-50, but at least ensuring that you're not neglecting completely certain aspect of your life will ensure that emotionally you're also going to be balanced. It will also ensure that your quality of life is good. Quality of life meaning that you're happy, health-wise you're also okay. You're also having friends that you can be able to go to whenever you are not okay, whenever you have stress at work. So just find a way of striking a balance. That's what I'll actually encourage any high value woman, because I believe that as a high value woman, you need also to ensure that you're okay. And if you're okay, then you'll also add value to other people around you.
It's advice you should give someone who is a lady. She's trying to break hard a journey. She's trying to learn the steps back. Being high value is the goal. How can she easily get there? How does she know that she's on way to get there?
Okay. One thing that I'll advise is that you need, first of all, to have some goals. You need to set up some realistic goals. Realistic goals. Because sometimes we find ourselves setting some unrealistic goals, and that's creates some frustration. So when you set some realistic goals, knowing where you want to go, get some mentors around you. You can also have some mentors, other ladies who have, been able to go higher, look up to them. You can also have some peers, just walk with you. So don't just walk alone. Just have someone who is able to do or to mentor you.
Me personally, okay, I have a thinner best friend. First of all, is that a problem?
It's not a problem.
But I'm not like people have a lot of issues with it. So I've actually the also termed as bestie. So why do you feel like, especially my age bracket or women, why should they have an issue with me having a female best friend?
Having a female best friend. I think it just depends. Yeah, because personally, I also have some friends who are male, and we interact on different aspects, whether it is career and what have you. So it just depends with what is there. So who is having the problem? Is it other women or is it other men who are having the problem with you having a male female best friend?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend? Yeah.
How can I?
So maybe the reason why she could be having the problem is because maybe the boundaries are not there. Because if you also have a female best friend and you have a girlfriend, then it's quite important that you also put those healthy boundaries, such that this best friend of yours is not calling you at night at 10 p.m. and you are there with your girlfriend. Yeah. You have to communicate, and you have also to let this person know, because I believe with open communication, there is not a problem. Yeah.
So would you let your significant other have best friend? Would you let your man have a female best friend?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
As long as the boundaries are there. As long as the boundaries are there.
What kind of boundaries would you set? What kind of boundary?
It depends, because there are different kind of boundaries. We can talk of financial boundaries, emotional boundaries, like emotional boundaries, intellectual. What kind of stories do they talk about? You understand? What do they talk about? If they talk about business, if they talk about spiritual, I have no problem with that. Yes.
I'm comfortable expressing myself. Like now I can the way my day was. Yeah. If that you feel like that would affect the
Yes. Yeah, that will actually be a problem. And the reason why you'll be comfortable with that person is because you have not built this other side. Because I believe if you build it, then you'll also be more comfortable speaking about your emotional issues with your girlfriend. Yes. Yeah. So what I'll say, just build that and ensure that you also have healthy boundaries. Because those are some of the things that injure relationship when people are not keeping boundaries. Yes.
I think that's it. Thank you so much. Feedback.